So, you're planning on buying a SIM card in Bahrain, but you just don't know how to get yourself the SIM card and you just don't know about all the regulations. Well, in this video, I will give you the must-knows to buying a SIM card in Bahrain. And worry not, I'm just not gonna tell you to get out your wallet and pay the salesperson. It's not that type of video. Let's just get started, shall we? Hi! It's Odu for Phone Travelers here, where we talk about everything related to traveling with your phone, like buying a SIM card in Bahrain, for example. And if videos like that sounds interesting to you, make sure to subscribe. Alright, today we will be talking about buying a SIM card in Bahrain. Just the must-knows, where I will inform you about the operators, SIM card prices, and where to get yourself a SIM card. If you want to learn more about the operators individually or which SIM card is the best, for example, I have dedicated videos about that too, such as the SIM card buying guide in Bahrain and individual operators such as a SIM card dedicated to STC Bahrain. This video is just an introduction on what you need to know about buying a SIM card in Bahrain. So let's just get started with the first thing. The basics is which operators do we have here in Bahrain. In Bahrain we have three operators. You have STC, which was formerly known as Viva, so STC Bahrain. You have Batelco, and you have Zain Bahrain. So those are your three operators. So how much do SIM cards cost here in Bahrain? Well, you can get the SIM card between 2 BHD to 10.50 BHD. Well, that's quite a range, and you may want to know what are the individual prices of the individual operators. Well, luckily for you, I will tell you. If you go with STC, you can get a prepaid SIM card starting from 4 BHD. Why do I say starting from? Because you have to select a starter pack which starts from 4 BHD all the way up to 10.50 BHD on top of my head. So that's why I'm saying from, and I will be doing that for the other operators as well. If you get yourself the prepaid broadband SIM card, which is the data only SIM card, it will cost you 10.50 BHD. And just a quick tip, if you really want to get a lot of data, go with the data only SIM cards with any of these operators, because the data allowances, they are incredible compared to what you get with the regular prepaid SIM cards. But back to SIM card prices. If you go to Batelco, you can get a SIM starting from 4 BHD, and if you go with the prepaid monthly internet SIM card, which is the data only SIM card, you can get one starting from 7.35 BHD. If you go with Zain, you can get an easy prepaid SIM card starting from 2 BHD, which is right now the cheapest SIM card, at least with the lowest starter plan. And then you can get a prepaid mobile broadband SIM card, the data only SIM card, for 0.25 BHD. Well, I talked about the starter plans, which you actually have to get when you buy yourself a SIM card. I say you have to, you might be, able to convince the salesperson not to, but hey, I think it is required. So what starter plans are available? Well, let me just show you. With STC, you have starter plans starting from 4 BHD all the way up to 10.50 BHD, which comes with data. One of them comes with data dedicated for TikTok, on-net minutes, off-net/local minutes, and international minutes. Remember, the international minutes for this one applies to India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. 30 for the first three, 10 for the last two. And the SIM-only SIM card will have 20 gigabytes of data. When we look at Batelco, we have starter plans starting from 4 BHD all the way up to 10.50 BHD. Once again, data, local minutes, and local SMS, no international minutes. Just note that the youth plan, you need to be between 16 and 24 in order to get that, which also applies to foreigners. So if you're traveling to Bahrain and you are young, like me right now, you can get this particular plan. And if you go with Zain, which has the lowest starter plans available, you can get data, again TikTok data, on-net minutes, off-net/local calls, and international minutes, which is limited to a handful of countries as well. So those are your starter plans. Well, where can you actually buy yourself a SIM card? You can get a SIM card from the official stores of these operators. So let's say if you want a Zain SIM card, you go to a Zain store. If you want a Batelco, STC stores. Every time when I say XTC, it sounds like I'm referring to network, which I'm not referring to STC. And it's also possible to buy the SIM cards at Bahrain International Airport without inflated prices, at least from what I know. So what about SIM card registration? You know that in almost every Middle Eastern country except for one, you have to register your personal details when buying a SIM card. The same applies to Bahrain. You have to, show your passport when buying a SIM card, so make sure to bring it if you go to a store within Bahrain and not at the airport to buy yourself a SIM card. And you also need to be willing to give out your biometrics. Well, not say give out, but it will also take fingerprints when buying and registering your SIM card since 2017 if I'm correct, so be aware of that. I don't think you can refuse it, it's mandatory, it's mandated by law, so it's like one of the, I think 10 countries in the world that's do biometrics right now, together with China, Nigeria, and a few others, not on top of my head, but yeah. So those are the things you need to know to just buy a SIM card in Bahrain. Like I said, if you want to learn more about, well, which SIM card is the best, coverage, internet packages, then the video dedicated to buying a SIM card in Bahrain is for you. You can watch up there. If you want to learn more about a particular or individual operators, like let's say that internet packages, also specific videos for that, or just the individual operators as well. If you plan on visiting other Middle Eastern countries, make sure to check this playlist with buying a SIM card there. Once again, I'm Aldo for Phone Tourists, where I talk about everything related to traveling with your phone, such as buying a SIM card in Bahrain or other Middle Eastern countries, but also talk about international roaming, phone travel tips, just everything related to traveling with your phone. Make sure to subscribe to help and support me and to stay up to date. And that's it for today. I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye.